You mentioned riots. Were you present at any of the riots that occurred at the Olympic Auditorium? And do you remember what the fight was and what the context was?
I've been a part of a number of riots at the Olympic Auditorium. It wasn't that uncommon. I remember when I would go, if I was alone, my father would say, okay, if something dangerous or something breaks out, go under the ring. He would tell me that's my safe haven. Or he would say, we're going to meet in a certain area. Whether it was boxing or wrestling, I saw riots on both of them. And I do remember one, it was a boxing event. It was Jorge Lujan against Lupe Pintor. And this is a fight that should have happened years before, and it finally took place at the Olympic Auditorium. And it was a happy riot because Lupe Pintor won, but the people were so worked up about it, it just got a little bit out of hand. And I remember sitting there and looking behind me and seeing a wave of people kind of coughing and sneezing, and I realized it was tear gas making its way down towards me. Through all this was happening. So I, got out of the way. And then I remember seeing this is just crazy. I remember seeing some people fighting, throwing fists and everything. And they would stop and look at me. And I was just starting to announce at that time. I'd say, hey, Jimmy Lennon Jr. They'd kind of stop and say hello to me. And, and then I'd run off and then they'd get right back at it. So I've been a part of a few riots there at the Olympic.